This is the planche, the holy grail of calisthenics, and this is me trying it for the very first time. I can't planche yet, but that's the point. Consider this video my time capsule. Everything I've learned so far, the progress I've made, and all the lessons I learned on the way, all in one video. Let's go back to about March 2025 when I finally decided to actually start training planche. After several months of training my weighted basics, upgrading my physique, getting stronger, I'm finally ready to start skill training and go all out. But despite all of my previous experience and all of the conditioning, I could barely even hold a tuck planche with proper form. It's quite devastating, actually, considering that all of your past efforts have been for nothing just because this one skill is so incredibly difficult. But that didn't stop me. I was training planche 2 times a week. I was training my tuck planche and my advanced tuck planche, and I was not making a lot of progress. You see, I had the mentality of training my current progression as well as my next progression, just assisted. However, I came to learn that this was complete bullshit because I could barely even hold a tuck planche. And on top of all that, I was following a strict program that I wrote myself, very similar to how you would write a normal workout. Moving on to the second month of planche training, I hit a revelation, or at least what I think is a revelation. You see, I watch a specific YouTube video, one by the likes of Super Clarkson, and this was all about training intuitively. Now, he started making a lot of sense. I had strict set timers, I had a very, very concrete program, and it wasn't getting me very much progress. But after watching this video, I decided to go all out. I start training more intuitively. I completely ditched the program I had written, and this allowed me to have not only more body awareness, but more awareness of what I was doing in general. Instead of reading words off of a screen, I was actually training calisthenics. And it's because of this awareness that I found out that the way I was training was kinda shit. I decided to take a step back and stop training advanced tuck because I couldn't even hold a tuck planche. So I start training tuck planche specifically. Tuck planche holds, tuck planche raises. I start training planche more often, nearly every day. And I made pretty good progress. I increased my holds, I unlocked tuck planche push-ups, and once I felt like I was proficient enough in the tuck planche, I finally started actually moving on to the advanced tuck, starting with feet assisted leans and little attempts here and there. For time and tuck planche push-ups, the advanced tuck doesn't seem too far. And after the 3rd month, things get pretty interesting. After several training sessions and a few weeks of leans and advanced tuck planche attempts, I finally unlock the half advanced tuck with questionable form at the least. And since I was training towards a new progression that I hadn't quite unlocked yet, I was training with more intensity. So I trained just about every other day instead of every day, so I could recover between intense training sessions. However, this new progression that I hadn't unlocked yet, I thought I unlocked it because I never record myself training, like, ever. So what was a half advanced tuck, I thought was a genuine advanced tuck. And it was at this point where I just completely stopped training front lever to prioritize planche because I'm an idiot, and I thought that training planche would just get me a front lever because front lever is slightly easier than planche. Definitely don't do that. And moving on to the month of June, we're already halfway there. Summer had just started and training was feeling pretty good. I continued training, trying to get my hold time up, which was incredibly difficult. I was experiencing extremely slow progress. And by month 5, I had actually traveled to the other side of my family to hang out with them for a few weeks. And I continued training tuck planche with little to no progress still, but I started training handstand push-up again, so that's pretty cool. Still no front lever though. Month 6, nearing the end. So I start training towards the quarter lay. Now this is a half progression between the half lay and the advanced tuck planche that I kind of just made up on the fly. This is a very real progression. I made pretty okay progress doing this. Now, what I wanted to do, improve my advanced tuck, wasn't really working, but I did gain a little experience in the quarter lay. I made okay progress overall, but this progress will pretty much all be for nothing because I start officially training towards the half lay, month 7 of September. Last month, as of recording this video, I continued training towards the half lay with very little experience. And I think you can see why when you watch this video. Did you see what was wrong? Let me spell it out for you. As soon as I get into the half tuck / advanced tuck position, I have pretty good scapular protraction, but as soon as I tilt my pelvis to put my legs behind me, my hips sag and I lose all protraction. However, I'm still in the air and I'm mentally trying to push with my scapula, so should be good enough. In training with this weak protraction, if any protraction at all, was incredibly unhealthy. I shouldn't have to say this, but it's incredibly unhealthy. I thought I was making amazing progress until I found out I literally cannot stabilize my left shoulder in the planche position. It's all just unengaged. However, the one thing I could feel was my shoulder joint. Now, this wasn't a feeling of activation, but of pain. My weak protraction was really hurting my left shoulder, and it made it so I couldn't train planche as often as I usually would be able to. And I couldn't train planche nearly as hard as I wanted to. So I finally took out my phone, took out my headphones, and recorded my form, and oh boy, did it hurt my ego. I had to take a massive step back, the biggest step back that I've had to take in this journey so far. I had to completely stop training the half lay because I literally could not hold it. I could barely hold the advanced tuck with proper protraction. So how did I fix it? Well, I simply isolated my protraction. First things first, I tried to do all of my sets with proper protraction. And if I couldn't do it with proper protraction, I didn't do it at all. This means reducing my previous workout of maybe 10 sets to around 2. And that was for incredibly short hold times as well. So my protraction was really weak. And once I couldn't do any more sets with proper protraction, if I got any sets at all, I then moved straight towards band conditioning. I trained the proper muscle activation. I trained actually getting stronger in the movement, and then also my endurance. Then slowly but surely, I could feel my left shoulder in planche again. I gained a newfound understanding of how protraction actually works and how to actually do it. I could make an entire video on how protraction actually works and how I personally fixed my protraction. If you guys want to see that, leave a comment down below. And after finally fixing my protraction, it still isn't perfect, but I'm definitely not hurting my shoulder anymore. I finally started training towards the actual half lay. guys like this video and want to see more like it, like maybe a 0 to front lever video, I could do that. If you want to see any of the previous vlogs that I've mentioned throughout the video, you can check them out in the description below, as well as the little thing in the corner there. Not only are they vlogs, but they're also packed with information. Highly suggest you check them out. They're incredibly underrated. And just remember that gravity is just a guideline.